All right. We have everyone here, I believe. I
Mhm.
know Blitz will be here. So yeah. Um. All right. So
Woo.
previously, escape. You guys headed out after dealing with the uh WHO on to find the patient zero of this contagion that's been ravaging Poland recently. Um, on the way to pick up patient zero, you heard a rumor about a downed Black Hawk and went investigated, and you discovered a locked briefcase full of very, confidential documents.
War
Um,
plans.
What?
yep,
It was like war plans, right?
Yeah, like a
yep,
Operation Reset dossier kind of thing.
yep, and that information is in the images and notes. And yeah, so you made it to uh the town, which escapes my name escapes my mind. Um, Wooge, there we go. And you picked up Captain Grant, who is a British NATO officer who has been in a coma for like since March, so a couple months. And yeah, so you have him loaded back into the tragic school bus, and that's where we'll pick up. All right.
So, and we were discussing like what to do to regarding the dossier, right?
Yes.
I think some people wanted to just like destroy it or something.
Well, what I
Yeah, I
suggested,
think the
because I mean,
winning
it was
opinion was burning it
well,
would
that's what.
always be safe,
Well, the
but
problem is
we,
I mean, that
yeah,
was the
part of it
initial
was
thing,
depending
but
on what's in it.
yeah, we didn't know what exactly was in it, so um, yeah, Emily mentioned that out of game, so I was suggesting out of game that like probably the best way to go about it is we hold on to it for the time being. We give the relevant information on the chemical weapon to Dr. Hake so she can develop a cure, and then once we get back to the CIA bunker, then we just give it to them, like the actual file to them, because I'm sure they would appreciate it. Like at bare minimum, I advocate for giving the medical information to Dr. Hake, and I think it would probably also be a good idea to buy us some cred with the CIA to give them back their
Right,
dossier.
as long as
So,
they aren't upset that we read it.
well, technically, I mean, there's not. I mean, the case may have been open, but it
Right.
like because I did specify that we didn't know, like, because well, I asked Emily to specify that we didn't actually know it was CIA specifically. We just knew
Oh,
a
true.
Black Hawk went down. It had it was marked as being U.S. military, not CIA. So we had no way of knowing that it was specifically CIA when we opened it. So we opened it, we read, oh, okay, well, it's CIA. So um, we at least have the plausible deniability from the point of the CIA. So that was what I suggested in between sessions, and nobody really objected to that. So
I mean, it all sounds good to me.
Black Hawks always go down, don't they?
yeah, they do, don't they? Um,
What a piece of shit kit.
I mean, that's why they actually they're working towards developing a replacement.
Because they ran out of them.
Probably, I don't know. And even then, the replacement is basically just a Black Hawk with like Osprey rotors. So
So not that much of an
They're gonna run out
improvement.
of those too. Right. Okay. Yeah.
so well, anyway, yeah, that was I guess the my idea, and Astron's in favor of it. I mean, if everybody else disagrees, speak up, I guess. But
Sorry, so you said like the idea is we don't know that they're CIA, so we wouldn't want to destroy them. Is that what you're saying?
well, the idea was that we can say to the like we have the legitimate excuse to Agent Hendricks saying like because the helicopter that we found wasn't specifically marked as a CIA helicopter, so we could just say like, oh, we investigated a rumor of a downed helicopter, which we did, and it was marked U.S. military, which it was, and then we found a suitcase in it, and we opened up, but we didn't know that these documents were CIA, so this might be of interest to you, kind of deal.
Okay. I mean, I don't feel strongly that we should burn the documents. So if other people feel strongly, then they can argue that, but I'd be fine handing them over or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that works.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, Ramba, do
All
you
right.
agree?
Let's hope we don't encounter a CIA kill squad. But
We're working for the CIA.
uh-huh. And because they never clean up loose ends.
We were in the process of cleaning up their loose ends,
Mm-hmm.
so
But we're also loose ends.
Yeah, which means that we are a loose end as well.
we have a
Like,
tank.
okay, good job. 3 gunshots to the back of the head, and the entire party killed themselves. That's the official CIA report.
That will not be happening. I have not planned for that. I will be completely honest with you guys. I love that
Okay.
I love that I've created paranoia in the party, but you don't have to worry about getting.
All you need to say for
CIA,
that is
yeah, you say the word CIA.
See, there it starts.
Well, on the on the upside, at least Emily,
Must
that
have laced my boots with fucking beard killer poison. Like fucking, what was that guy from Cuba?
Did you say beard killer poison?
What was the guy from Cuba?
Scarface.
Castro?
Castro! That's it. It's a reference to one of the. At one point, they tried to fucking get him with something that would make his beard fall off to damage his public image.
There also was exploding cigars.
And the time they tried to hire a woman to sleep with him and assassinate him in his sleep.
Yeah, it went the entire
That's a
route where
level of
he became
incompetency
Word of Castro, just like that Canadian Prime Minister's mother.
That's a level of incompetency that I didn't.
Your tax dollars at work.
No shit. No shit.
Excuse me.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
But yeah,
Yes.
you guys
Moving
have
on.
Yeah, you have the captain in the back of the Humvee. He has been like, you put down the back of it so you can like go in there on like a litter. So yeah. Um where are you guys headed next?
Back
Now that
to
you've
the.
gotten Patient Zero.
Well, if memory serves, we were going to go back to Kluxborg to the. Well, what happened to the marker for the Who? I thought there was some kind of label. I mean, I obviously drew that skull over there, but what? I thought there was a text marker. Whatever.
Oh no,
Anyway.
I think there was.
Oh well. Either way. Well, we know where they are, so. Yeah. I like I said, Gorham at the very least, because we can go from. I mean, well, we have patient zero now, so we're supposed to drop them off anyway. Like go here, go to Kluxborg first, and then because we disarmed all the gas canisters, and then like we drop off patient zero, we give the medical information, we get a cure for Vincent, Travis, and Ray, and then we drop off the bunker site. We go to the bunker and drop off the documents, and then get paid for our efforts. That's my vote. Because as far as I know, those are our only current like active objectives, right?
Yep. And then you also have like the rumors that you can, go and investigate anytime.
What were
Like
the rumors? Because I know there were apparently two like psycho killers in the woods, but other than
one
the
of the
gold,
bigger ones you've heard is
right? I
also
forgot
the
about the
gold and
gold.
Kepno. Hmm.
All right, well.
But yeah, we can focus on the big missions first, and then you can run down the rumors at your leisure. But yeah, let's get this started. Okay, so you get loaded up.
Yep.
I will need a driving roll from each driver with
Okay.
at a +3.
Oh, okay.
Am I driving? I think so, usually.
Yeah, you're usually driving the tank, and then Gorham's driving the
Right.
Humvee, so. Alright, I'm gonna push that. Oh, that was close. Okay, so well, the Humvee does take a point of reliability, but that's not a huge issue at the moment, so I'll mark that down.
Mm-hmm.
So reliability goes from 5 to 4. Rated really well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you can move in this shift 9 on-road hexes.
9 hexes on road, you say?
Yes.
Well, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just move past this because this wasn't even there, right?
Yeah.
7,
Actually, there we go.
8, 9. Well, actually, do we? Well, two things. First of all, per tradition, Gorm bantering around with Vincent as usual. So she says, "Say, Vinny, do you know how cows escape paddocks?"
Well, usually there's a break in the fence, eh?
Right past your eye.
Ba-dum-tsh.
That took a second.
And she says, like, speaking of cows, though, there was actually this one summer my Uncle Philip offered me a summer job at his ranch to assist him and some other people milking cows. But he said the stipulation was that I must work well the udders.
I, that sounds reasonable.
What you're doing is criminal.
Excuse me. Oh goodness. goodness.
Sorry.
Gorm says just one last question though.
I'm really method acting out Vincent's whole bioweapon exposure thing.
Yeah. So, do you know how to tell a bull and a cow apart?
By the horns, usually.
The way I see it, it's one or the other.
This is beyond terrible. I swear to God.
Oh my fucking god. Vincent is passing away in the fucking gunner's seat.
And it's not his disease that's killing him.
It's partially.
Oh. And then there's probably Arthur who's losing his mind and whatever. Well, he's probably riding in the other vehicle, honestly, or riding in the trunk, and then he's just doing this.
Yeah, and the worst part is one of the crew has been infected by an owl.
What?
No, you're supposed to say who. Duh.
Well,
I was going to say alternatively, who gives a hoot?
Yeah. Who?
And then Gore's like, that's who we're going to see.
Oh my god.
So anyway, we are, so that was that the takes us into the afternoon shift. 'Cause
Yes.
we were driving in the morning. Okay, so if we're still following the same course, do we need to do another driving roll, or if as long as we're staying on the same terrain?
I won't need another one because you're just like going down. You know
Okay,
this route
so 1,
that you've
2,
taken.
3, 4. So we get there.
All right.
Well, I guess I should ask. I mean, does anything happen along the way, or is it smooth sailing?
Smooth sailing for the most, like, you know, besides the devastation of post-apocalyptica, but okay. We'll pull you guys back. Big map. And you'll go, be escorted back to the main headquarters with the dude.
With Grant?
Yeah. Yep. Because you're escorted like through the city like easily. They don't like they recognize your vehicles. And so yeah, you'll be escorted back up and they'll have a couple orderlies come and take him out of the back of the tractor school bus. And you'll be called in with a meeting with Dr. Haig.
Yeah. I want to say before that, is it possible to have sort of made a written copy of just the information on the chemical weapon, or at least like, like the relevant medical information that Dr. Haig needs to know without giving her the entire thing?
Yeah, that's pretty easy. You have like a pad of paper or something you can,
Probably.
write the details on. Yeah.
And Gorm just tears a page out of her diary and, or maybe like a blank page at the back of the coloring book she took, and then Dr. Haig's like, why is this written in crayon?
Yeah, you'll get some odd looks as you hand over the
Medical
paper,
information
but
written in fucking crayon.
She likes coloring, Doctor.
Exactly. She does.
But thank you. What is this information you're giving me?
She said, Gorm says it's information that may be relevant to, because we were on a, she keeps it brief, like we were on a different mission, investigating a lead on a chemical weapon, and it's believed that exposure to it made Grant sick. And with this information and with Grant, hopefully it'll speed up the process of finding a cure.
I see. Well, I appreciate this information. Is there any other information that you were able to gain, while you were out getting him, or?
Out of character, I don't really think there was anything. Or at least anything that was like relevant to what Dr. Hake is doing. And if anybody disagrees, speak up, but I can't think of anything.
No, I can't think of anything either.
All right. Okay. So you'll hand over the information, and Grant, again, you'll all be thanked for, doing this errand. Um, you'll then be asked, is there any equipment that you guys need? Any, gear, medical equipment?
Well, the main thing we
However,
need is getting treatments for 3 of ours. Gorm says as she kind of, bounces her finger like pointing at, Ray, Vincent, and Travis.
Exactly.
of course, she'll skim through the papers. She'll say, well, looks like you all need a you'll all be treated with atropine. That seems to be the most effective way to treat this. So, yeah, they'll escort you to, the like the main hospital portion, and give you the injections, and yeah, this should help you. I suppose if you have any other symptoms, just send us a message over the radio. We'll exchange contact information. And just, you know, watch your friends. If they start having any other symptoms, we'll we'll work out something to treat them.
How long until they would recover from this, like from getting the treatment? Like 24 hours,
um
48, etc.
I'd say probably about 72 hours, about 3 or 4 days, I'd imagine. Then they'd be good.
Okay. Gorm then kind of looks to the 3 like afflicted and kind of asks, like mainly looking to Vincent, best bud, like saying like, do you guys want to wait here, or do you feel fine just hitting the road? Obviously not like you specifically waiting here, just like the group waiting here. If we all want to like just have some R&R to wait for the 3 of them to recover. We're not really on a time crunch with the CIA, so.
I'm alright waiting here, but I'm good to go too if we need to.
And if there's not a time crunch, then I would say let's do some R&R here, recover, get some sleep. Sleep is a weapon, so and that way we don't have to rush if and when it gets worse.
Yeah, and they can be monitored by the guys, by the World Health
By people
Organization.
who actually know what they're doing.
Because I'm also thinking, like, among other things, so the Humvee has a little bit of reliability damage, the tank doesn't. So could we have, because Ray, you're the tech guy, right? Just to refresh my memory.
Yeah, and I can also repair stuff. So if the vehicles are injured, I have a talent
Yeah.
to repair.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you could repair the tragic school bus. And
Okay.
then,
I can do. Do you want me to do the roll now?
Yeah,
That depends
go ahead
on
and
the
make me a tech
GM.
roll. Yep, you'll have some time for R&R and
can we
the
spend XP
repair
during
and
this time? Because I realize I have fucking 33. XP.
Yes,
Oh my,
you are able to
nice.
spend XP.
Um,
Very nice.
who has does anybody have survival B? I'm assuming so, but I don't remember who off the top of my head. Like Vincent, do you have?
I'm at D, so I guess I could go to C. How much would that cost? I think 10.
Sorry,
It'd be 10, yeah, to
unmuted.
go from
I have
C to.
AB.
Okay, so I'm gonna learn if I
Ugh.
mean obviously I'm assuming you're willing to train Gorham. I'll
Yeah.
go from C to B, and then so it was 33 minus 15. Minus 15
So-
is 18.
Welcome to Vincent
And-
Bradbury's Wilderness Survival School.
Still not
How
quite
much
deformed.
experience does it cost to go from B to A?
20.
20.
Oh, and ranged combat from B to C. I mean, from B to 20. Okay, well that's done. I've got 6 XP left. What can I do with 6 XP?
Save it, or if you have a skill that can go from nothing to D, that costs 5.
Oh, okay.
And I was also going to say to Vincent, it's like the Vincent Bradbury School of Survival is like, yeah, I mean, and then meanwhile, there's a grumpy coffee lady who could give Bear Grylls pointers.
I'm gonna put survival from nothing to D.
Yeah, so I guess you're hanging out with Gorham, Vincent, and Ray.
And so that's 5, so I've got 1 left.
All
Okay,
right,
got
folks.
it.
So this is how you start a fire without a goddamn lighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Got 18 XP, and I don't know what the fuck to do with it.
I got 13 XP and I don't know what to do with it.
Are there any specialties that you guys want to pick up?
I mean, I was
True.
considering that, but it's like, in
I'm
terms
gonna
of
go
what?
Hey Gorham,
Actually,
you know what'd be funny?
what?
If you taught me close quarters specialist.
Sniper taking point. Yeah, I mean, she would teach you.
Somewhere in the back of your mind, you hear Sweetwater trying to be epic.
Will you teach me?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Then I'm doing that.
Let me see what else.
Sniper's taking point!
Well, close quarters combat is telling bad jokes.
Yeah, Gorham's the close quarters specialist telling terrible jokes as she does. I mean, they're not necessarily terrible because people laugh at them, so she's obviously doing something right. You know what I think I might get? Is there any way I could learn Scout, whether it's from somebody who has it or?
I have Scout.
Okay, then I'll learn it from you. Actually, hold on. Do I already have it? I don't think I do, but I'll just double check. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Alright, so Scout, and then I'll go from 18 to 8. Then okay, so then I'm done spending XP for the time being.
Cool. Megas and Ray, or Megas and Rhomba.
I'm up in heavy weapons.
Jesus Christ.
You're increasing heavy
So
weapons?
I said I was training survival.
Okay. Oh yeah, you made the note in the channel. All right. Okay. So you
Are the
did.
talents, like the talents don't seem very actually strong because it only gives you a +1 in one thing, but there's a maximum, and you could just level up that talent. You could just level up the skill and get it in all cases.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing: is you
to
negative
negate
modifiers.
negative rolls
Yeah.
because
Right.
like firing is like -2, so if you have a rifleman, it's just a -1.
Oh, okay.
And also, yeah,
Interesting.
Ramba, if you want, Gorm could teach you heavy weapons because she has it at B.
Cool, I'll get it at B then.
All right.
What is it currently? Your heavy weapons, Ramba.
Oh, it was at nothing, so I went from E, C, and B, I guess.
Do you have enough XP for that? Because you have to pay
30.
for it like every level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
it's
enough.
30 overall.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. So how many days are you gonna stay at the WHO outpost?
Probably
3 apparently, because
yeah.
that is how long it takes to recover. Isn't that
Yeah.
what you said?
Yeah, 3 days for them to.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah.
Do we need to
So
subtract rations, or are they willing to cover us?
they'll cover you.
All right.
I mean, it's the least they can do for, sending you out to find this dude. Okay.
Well, we found patient 0. So.
Yep. So 1, 2, and 3 will bring us to Monday the 9th of May. All right. So, the days have passed. You've had some relaxation. You've done some training and upgraded your skills.
Fixed our
Yay.
vehicle. One of them
Yep.
at least.
All right. So, it is now, like I said, May the 9th. It's like the morning shift, so around like 6 a.m. in the morning. I did not need to say in the morning with that, but regardless. But yeah, you're now able to load up the vehicles and get back on the road if you so wish. Unless there's
Alright.
anything else you'd like to do while you're
Sick.
here.
Apparently Vincent needs more time to recover, but let me just double check. So, because I'm just thinking, we have a doctor's medical kit already, right? I think like Henrik has one.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have one in our loot pile somewhere? Our group loot, rather. See one there. Because I was thinking of picking up a spare if they'd be willing to grant us one, but we have one in the tragic school bus, and then I think Henrik has one, so never mind.
Mhm.
NPCs, Henrik. Yes. Yeah, we're good.
All right. Excuse me. Pull you back to the map of Poland. All right. So you're back on the road to go up to the CIA bunker site. Okay. I'll need driving rolls from both drivers, and for whoever is keeping watch, I need a recon roll, please.
I have a quick question. So, well, two. First one, the CIA cars that were with us, where are they? Are they following along, or did they head back to the bunker?
They would have headed back to the bunker ahead of you.
Okay. So let's see. So driving. Then we get a +1 for, or well, +3, but effectively remain +1 because that'd otherwise be maxed. Oh my god, again? Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
This time I didn't get a splat, so
It was almost a splat, but it flipped over at the last second.
yeah. So, all right.
Okay.
Then I guess Vincent, you're the scout on the Humvee.
Muted because I'm stifling and coughing.
Are you
passive
sick?
recon, right? My allergies have been killing me all week. Can I add scout to this?
Yeah, you'll be able to.
Got it. But I'm not allowed to push, right? Because it's passive.
I mean, are you actively like scouting or just kind of?
I mean, I'm just sitting in top. I'm just on watch, right? Like, because this is during a travel shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Okay.
at least if the raw on watch, you roll a passive recon. If you'll allow me to push it, I will. But like, that's up to you if you are following that rule or not.
Yeah, I'll let you push it because I'm assuming that you're like,
Okay.
keeping a good eye out.
Fair enough. Well, nothing changes.
Hey, it succeeded, so.
Yep. Go ahead and move the 9 hexes.
Yeah, because that begs the question of, do you guys want to follow the road or just go like straight diagonal, a route with some chest hair?
Where are we headed?
Well,
What
we're
is
heading
it
back
again?
to the CIA bunker. It's just a question of, do you want to go
I
north, like up
see.
follow the road, because then that puts us in the town with the gold. But
I mean, it seems easier to just go slightly north and get the extra on-road movement. Let me look
Alright.
at the stats of the Humvee, though.
because we do, I mean, we are technically on like quote unquote unlimited fuel while we're on mission, which we sort of are. So fuel isn't really a consideration.
What's our what vehicles are we traveling with?
We
The
have a
UAZ and the Hummer?
T-72 and a Humvee,
Oh, T-72 and a Humvee. Okay.
which the
Well, then our
T-72.
on-road, our off-road is 7, assuming the slowest vehicle. So I mean, like
So we would be going, let's see, like 1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7.
8, 9. Yeah, I mean, it's really just up to, do we want to go for the gold in them there hills? If we
Might as
don't
well.
care, may as well go off-road. If
Well,
we
I
do
mean,
care, let's go and get it.
I definitely want to investigate it at some point. It's just like I
That's
don't know
fair.
if we should do so now or later.
Vincent is interested in it, but he's not like, he's no pioneer to California.
Oh, Gorham's from Arizona, so close enough. She gets curious and says like, I mean, both because it would be, we have less of a chance of getting lost, and it's on the way. Why don't we go check out Kepno? So, all right then.
Excuse me.
So I guess we're going to Kepno.
Guess so.
2, 3, 4.
All right. So, as you pull into Kepno, you see that this like this little town, not really a town, it's more of a city, it's in it's in very good condition considering like, the surrounding like area. Like there's some like bombing damage, but mainly intact. And you do see advertisements as like you're rolling in for a club called the Bunker. So, and from like, I'll give this to you guys, like, you're looking for I believe it was Sergeant Johnson, and, and maybe someone has heard of him there, or might be a good place to look at.
Yeah.
To search.
Gorham kind of looks around in the confines of the Humvee. I mean, because I'm assuming we all kind of pull over for a sec.
Yeah.
So she just says to whoever's in the Humvee, and probably on the open radio to the people in the tank. It's like, well, I mean, we're here, and we don't really have a strict timetable. You guys want to go see what's up in that club?
Why not?
Could be at least a good chance to get the rumor and get more of the story before we actually make a decision. So.
Yep, sounds good. Let's go.
Yeah, we can check it out.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. So, do we
Sounds
have
like a plan.
any NPCs who can be left to guard our vehicles, or anybody, or I mean, is it really a situation where we need that? Because I mean, obviously we can take the keys, but
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, you do have Henrik who can keep watch, like at the vehicles.
all right.
But yeah, I hadn't planned for there to be any issue of people, messing with your vehicles, and you've kind of you have a wide like berth around you guys because big fucking tank in the town. So I don't think people are really gonna try and hop in the tank and go on a joyride. But yeah, you can safely park the vehicles like in the town or wherever you're gonna do it.
All right. Oh yeah, just so you. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. So you're saying it's fine to just basically like take the keys out of the ignition, hold on to them, and leave our vehicles somewhere kind of secluded and out of the way.
Yep.
Okay, works for me.
All right. I'm assuming everyone in the party is gonna be going along to this place. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, well,
Ugh.
Gorham at least is going.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean, I
really
would
need to
go.
make coffee. I'm gonna go too
All right.
with a big
Wherever we're
ass
going, I'm
MG3.
going.
Yeah.
All right. So you disembark. You follow signs to the bunker. Let me make sure I've configured this correctly. Gotta turn token vision off. Then grid is gridless. Huzzah, I've actually GM properly. Did my prep correctly. Alright. So as you follow the signs to the bunker and you step inside this actually you go yeah, it's like big building, kind of like big like concrete type. When you step inside, you see a couple bouncers like in front of the doors. They'll look all six of you up and down, and they'll say, well, welcome to Kepno. Uh, is it your first time here?
Yeah, Gorham says, and she's kind of taking the lead in terms of the being on point, so to speak. Just out of habit, close quarters expert and all.
All right. Well, a couple rules that we'll ask you to follow while you're in here. Don't get completely wasted. We have alcohol and spirits, but, be nice to people. Um, If you get too rowdy, we will have to break up any fights that happen. And I realize how funny this is now that I'm like actively speaking it aloud.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
Well, don't feed the bear. There's a what we'll say.
There's a bear in here?
Okay. Oh, you'll see. Do you have any other questions before we you know, let you go in?
I assume we're allowed to keep our weapons on our person as long as they're holstered?
Yep.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
Martin looks over and says, "That's the most bizarre shit I've ever heard. Don't pet the bear." I guess we'll see.
All right. With that, they will let you in. They will let you go into the club, and I'll just drag your tokens into like the main part because the doors. Okay, I'll reveal the map stuff.
Goddamn.
Yeah, this is like actually a proper like a club or nightclub. It's still operating. And this is actually one of the scenario sites from the Urban Operations book. But yeah, it's a club, and all right, this.
Look at this shady
But yeah,
motherfucker almost looking like Skeletor.
I swear to God, I can already hear what it sounds like. What the music sounds like. It's, you know, of course it's old Soviet technology or something, and you know the sound is bouncing off all the walls, making it even more awful.
basically. But yeah, you are free to explore the bunker. You know, go talk to the bartenders or the patrons. But yeah,
Marty, this is
you're
what's going through my head when you're making like those like noises, like this GIF. I'm hearing this in my head. That would totally be Gorham if you're doing that aloud, but anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dancing to the beat, so.
all right. With the days of downtime you had, you can heal your any damage or stress you guys had.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. I should do that.
Discothèque Végaroger. Inch, 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 inch.
Yeah, the discotheque.
Here we go. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Gorham, I mean, I'm just gonna go on over to the bar and plop a seat down and like have a seat and just say so how about this bar we're having?
We're having a bar.
Welcome to.
I don't get it.
But yes, welcome to the bunker. Yeah, can we get you anything?
Martin
Well,
goes sit in a sort of a corner, you know, at least having some cover in the back, in his back.
Mm-hmm.
in terms of the question of what can you get? Well, Gorham says like, well, information, honestly. I guess I'll start with the obvious question. What's up with the bear?
That is a long, very long story. Uh, Perhaps you better order a drink before we tell it.
Well, I mean, nothing too strong, I guess.
Of course.
I've had some bad association with alcohol, but not from drinking it.
But yeah, I put down a merchant that you guys should be able to access.
Yeah, because I mean, I can't remember if I shared this one with this group, but she says like, yeah, I mean, because and she looks over to Vince like, because when I turned 21 when I was stationed in Italy, I got a 12-year-old whiskey to celebrate. Boy, were his parents pissed.
Awkward.
Wow, Gorham, that's a little. Why would you do that?
I was just trying to be nice.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, I mean, besides, I heard that in Europe they have, more lenient drinking laws.
Yeah.
Lenient does not mean non-existent.
Yeah, but not, but not 12 years old.
Well, either way, lesson learned.
Certificate, Ashley.
Although she says, although in retrospect, kind of like gripping her chin, I guess I should have considered whether it was France or Italy that had the more lenient drinking laws.
Yeah. Believe me, because Italy is still as Catholic as fuck. As a priest. See, if you want to touch 12 years old, you need to be a priest and not,
Oh, I wasn't touching any 12-year-olds.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
But it still stands. You still need to be a priest if you want to do that.
Thank you, Marty.
Any,
You're welcome.
well, what's in this? Oh, they're selling Reynolds Brothers here too.
Mm-hmm. From
Both them
at this
brothers
point.
and cousins all at the same time.
Yeah, at this point, from what you've managed to gather, the Reynolds brothers' influence has much like the sickness you've been trying to combat, has started to uh work its way into Poland.
Oh yeah, I just love the description that I came up with the Reynolds Brothers old-fashioned moonshine. The epitome of the phrase "stupid juice." Each drink of the Reynolds Brothers moonshine will decrease your current stress level by 2, but also give a -2 penalty to all intelligence rolls for a shift.
For how long?
For a shift.
Oh, okay.
It should have been 2 shifts,
Yeah.
honestly, probably a full fucking day, but
Yeah. Well, their moonshine is probably the strongest shit. You could fire a rocket with that shit.
no, we just pour it in the gas tank of the Humvee and it's like liquid Schwartz.
But yeah,
Man,
there's
the shit is
currently
more
being sold.
volatile than radonium.
Yeah, they're currently being sold in like the at the bar. There's some beer, cigarettes, moonshine, vodka, and wine. If anyone
Yeah.
wants to imbibe or buy anything.
Oh my god, it's being sold at the bar and the gas station.
No, that's how they market it on TV. It's like, hey, man, it'll feel like Bailey's or your gas.
Exactly. Oh my god. Fucking hell, I mean, the Reynolds brothers have a whole section of lore all by themselves.
One drink of this, you ain't gonna know if you're the driver or the car.
to buy anything. The merchant is open. And you're right. You asked about the bear there,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, um, no, he is a pet. Is the first part of that. The second part is well, he's the pet of the gentleman who owns this establishment. That would be well, the bear himself, Boris Zaborski. And well, just between me and you, I wouldn't get on his bad side because there's a reason why he's managed to keep this place up and running through everything, and well, don't don't make him mad.
What does he
That's
do
what
when he
I'll
gets
say.
mad?
People die.
Yeah.
Feeds the bear.
Well, yes, the bear gets a nice meal if someone pisses him off. But
Of course, it sounds like the Great Mouse Detective. Well, because Shrek hasn't come out yet, I don't think so.
yeah. Side note, I love the Great Mouse Detective, and it's freaking Vincent Price, I believe his name is Ratigan. So like, the very like iconic like voice of horror himself is the villain.
I can't really pinpoint that voice, but I'll take your word for it. But yeah, yeah, that Jesus. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, because that movie I only really remember for one thing, but anyway, so Gorham asks like, well, she's kind of taps her fingers on the counter. It's like, noted. So I did also have a question. She's just kind of looking to Ray and then to, I guess whoever else is, there, because I see Martin's token was just moved. It's like, so do you happen to know the name Johnson? Has that name been mentioned, or has anybody with that name passed through here?
Yes, we've heard of that name. What's it to you exactly?
Well, out of character, we know that he's Army, right?
Yeah.
Gorham frames it as like, well, he's a comrade in arms. Um, we've been looking for him. I mean, she just kind of keeps the details sort of sparse about like why exactly we're looking for him, but she's just like, well, he's a comrade in arms. He's been missing. We're looking for him, and we heard he was last seen around here.
I see. The yeah, he's been here, but you know, that's about words. Yeah, we've heard of Johnson. He's been here recently, but currently, from what we've heard of him, he's laying low for some reason. So not really sure exactly where he is.
When was the last time you saw him, and did you see him talking to anybody? Like, is there anybody who's like a regular of the bar or a local of the town who would know where he might have gone?
Hmm. And I will say at this point, like, the bartender you're talking to, he says to you like, my memory is a little bit fuzzy, but like basically he's waiting for you to bribe him for
Oh,
more
he's doing this
information.
shit. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Gorham gets the little sort of like slightly mischievous idea. It's like, well, you want to trade rumors for rumors? I mean, I know a bartender like yourself kind of runs on them, right?
God damn it, my brain is stupid. Because when I heard that, like, you bartenders run on rumors. Just fucking America runs on Duncan. I'm so
Rebellions run on
sorry.
hope.
That too.
But depends entirely on the rumor. So what have you got?
Well, Gorm says, well, that's the thing is that I can't really put a price tag on the worth of a rumor. So, do you want to take my word for it if it's juicy enough?
Hmm. Sure, why not?
So out of character, just
So,
like as I don't know if this is necessarily like Gorm is in this case she's not really lying. She's just telling a partial truth about the rumor of the Black Hawk helicopter that went down. Um, like because it's just like basically just saying what those refugees told us, not mentioning that we already looted the crash site. Because it's technically like metaphorically true that we did hear about like there was an army helicopter that went down, and it did supposedly had classified documents and stuff. Like this is the kind of thing that I have a feeling like his eyes would kind of like have like dollar signs in them kind of moment. Like
yeah.
he could barter that information off to the right person. It's just that by like he probably doesn't realize that the crash site has already been plundered. So
Yeah. Yeah, as you like mentioned this rumor, basically like the guy's eyebrows just get like higher and higher, and he is like an older like guy, so he started to like bald, and if his eyebrows went any higher, they would fly off his
yeah.
face.
Well, I was gonna
It's
say
like,
so she's telling about this. She does not tell him where it is. She's waiting for the information she's after before she gives a location.
all
Like
right.
she tells him just enough to get him interested, and waits to get quote unquote payment before she, gives kind of like a half up front, half on delivery sort of intent.
Yeah, it's called haggling.
Well, I mean, haggling is kind of a similar concept, but I'm talking like in terms of payment, like giving half up front and then getting what you want and then giving the other half on delivery. That's kind of how I do whenever I'm like paying voice actors and hiring artists and stuff.
Dealing with
That's
rumors, generally the best way to barter with it is say, "Hey, I know something about this kind of thing. If you think that's interesting, I can tell you the location if you tell me your thing. Or
Precisely what I'm doing.
I have dirt on this person. I'll tell you what it is if you give me your info."
Yeah, that's exactly what Gorm's doing.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
It's technically not a
All
lie
right.
because, it is still there. So it's just anything of value has been taken from it. So does he is he willing to give over the information on Johnson's location?
Yeah. Again, you can tell by how he's like looking at you, like the wide eyes,
Yeah.
that he is very interested in this information. He says, well, that's a very very good rumor. So yeah, I'll share some info with you as well. So yeah, Johnson, he is currently here. Um, he's he's passed out in one of the rooms that we rent out to patrons. But he is here.
In
You
the
want to
bar?
go and yeah, he'll like there's like a back rooms kind of like area
Like,
that's like a living
that's not a bedroom.
quarters.
That's just like that's a bed, or is that a bed, or is that I think it's a desk. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a desk, but like he is here, and you are like pointed out the location of where he is
Okay.
currently.
So, yeah. So Gorham thanks the guy, and says yeah, we'll go check it out. But yeah, as for my end of the deal, and she gives whatever the fuck the town was that the helicopter crashed in. And just to be clear, like she's not specifically mentioning the fact that it was CIA. She's just basically echoing what those people at the camp told us, or like the refugees that approached us. Like there was a downed U.S. helicopter that was supposedly carrying vital information regarding Operation Reset kind of deal. Like she's basically telling all that stuff, not like what we learned after the fact.
Of course, yeah.
I'm just saying that because in case something gets misinterpreted and it theoretically comes back to bite us, I'm just trying to make that clear.
Yeah, of course. One more piece of information that he'll give you, like after you give the information that you do, he'll say, I'd be extremely careful if I were you, looking for this, Johnson. We've we've heard more rumors that the
Gotta be careful
jagged
looking for
sword.
Johnson.
But we've heard rumors that he's being watched by members of the Jagged Sword. If you ever heard about that organization?
Yes,
They're Missy. Mm-hmm.
we have.
Yeah. But yeah, there's that group who's looking for him and gunning for him. So keep
Any
your head on a swivel.
any guess why they're looking for him?
Uh, the information's out of my hands. All I know is that he's paid a lot of money for us to like get him to let him rent a room and for us to keep our mouth shut about him being here to anyone who's part of the Jagged Sword. And
Well, clearly he didn't
well,
pay you enough to keep your mouth shut, huh? I get a sly smile.
Gorham laughs a little bit.
well, he's wearing fatigue similar to some of yours, so I reckon you're friendly on him and ain't gonna try and blow his brains out in that back
No,
room because you
no,
you know how hard it is to get blood and viscera out of fabric.
probably very.
I'd have to ask my mother.
Gorham kind of like slowly spins around in her seat to just look at Vincent when he says that.
Okay.
I wasn't a safe child.
So, do you need a hug?
No shit.
Oh no, but me and my brothers, we made each other bleed all the time.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was your mom who made you bleed, but never mind.
Oh no. She was stuck cleaning it up though. She would know a lot about that.
Okay. Well,
I have many
that's not.
Me and my
questions that I
brothers, we
just
That's
would
want
not
do
a.
all
answers
sorts of
to.
Well, I mean, who was your older
We'd go out
brother,
into the
Simmons?
woods, whack each other with sticks until we were both bloodied, but we were both happy. Sword fights, tackles,
That's some like Reynolds
extreme
Brothers
treetop
childhood
tag.
sounding shit.
Broke my arm once, falling from a tree. We beat each other to a pulp, but we loved the hell out of each other. That was just childhood.
Right. And I will also say like Gorham. So I will say that like what she actually does is like both for comedic like emphasis but also for strategic reasons. Like when I said like she sort of spins around in her chair, she actually doesn't turn like to her right. She basically goes counterclockwise and kind of looks around the room for a very split second to see like if any jagged sword people are there.
At this brief glance, you don't really see anyone.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I was just saying if there were anybody who have like red armbands or whatever you said it was.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I can roll recon if you want me to, but if you deem it unnecessary, then I won't.
Yeah, it's not necessary
Okay.
right now.
Okay. So, thanks the guy for the the information and says I like kind of looks to her peers at the bar here and says, "Well, I personally don't have any." By the way, I just noticed Vincent has a cover token on his in the upper left. But she says, I don't have any further questions. I think I'm going to go pay Johnson a visit. If you guys have any questions for this fine gentleman, feel free. But if not, you're welcome to join me. So, she smiles and thanks the bartender for his time, and she is going to get up.
All right. Okay. So who is going to go back to find Johnson, and who's going to be staying out on like the dance floor or sitting at the booths or whatever?
And Gorham's going to find Johnson, so I don't know who else is going to tag along with her, but
I will go with Gorm.
Vincent will tag along wherever you're going.
all right, sweet.
Yeah, let's go.
And Martin will absolutely not embarrass himself on the dance floor. Fuck that.
Gorham will, but she's
I
not
love
going to do
it.
it right now. I mean, I was going to say
Yeah.
like, I was like what, Marty? You're gonna skip an opportunity to do this?
Yeah. To do what?
Just check the GIF I posted.
Yeah. Gladly.
That would absolutely be Gorham because that's another sort of constant with the characters that she can fucking dance with the best of them. So, in stark contrast to the last major character I enjoyed.
Actually, let me see if I can find this.
Okay. So you're pointed out this room over here. So Gorham, excuse you. I hear you. Hi, Hoppy. I saw your people over there because I'm not paying attention to you. Okay.
Brought to you by no reason
so-
whatsoever. It was more wholesome greeting than, "Hey, dude." Yeah, I will never get over the fact that was just how he nonchalantly greeted his dog.
Okay. So everyone who's going with Gorham, like, go ahead and move your tokens, like, to the north of the map. Like,
Marty is just
that's really impressive. Like, who's ever in that costume?
yeah. I mean
like,
that
dancing
he's
like
probably
that.
the best dancer I've ever seen. Like that's like the full clip is hold on, I'll find it. You can just watch it later.
Mhm.
Sorry, where are we? Which map are we on?
Oh, let me. The bunker. There we go. Okay. Okay, so Martin will be staying back, and I forget who else is going with Gorham.
I think everybody bar Martin, honestly, because I know Ray, Travis, and Vincent wanted to tag along.
Okay.
And then I guess Arthur can just kind of stay at the bar.
Yep. All right. Okay. So I'll focus on the group with Gorham first. Okay. So you head back into this back room, and you see, like, passed out on one of, like, the, like, couches and, like, cushions are, is a very disheveled looking, uh, like a soldier, like army soldier, who is passed out, like, drunk from
What you're
from all
describing
the
is
bottles
honestly,
that are, like, around him.
honestly making me think of fucking Rampage after he took over Jabba's palace and was just like blacked out on his fucking throne. But but anyway, um, Gorham sort of slowly approaches him and says, Sarge, because he is a sergeant, right?
Yeah.
Wake up, Sergeant. Kind of inching towards him, and I mean he's just like lying on this like bed, mattress or whatever.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, so
Completely
she,
passed out? Or not?
Yeah, I said he was passed out, like,
okay.
there.
Is
Had
there
too
any,
much of had too much moonshine, huh?
yeah, is there any way to wake him up without hurting him?
Yeah. You can just, like, like, grab his shoulder and, like, shake him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, he'll come to, and still kind of, but yeah, you do see several bottles of of Reynolds Brothers
Oh my
brew
god.
near him.
He's
So
probably not even
he's
gonna remember his own name.
he's real fucked up. Okay. Yeah, he'll kind of like come to, still kind of like stunned and kind of hung over. He'll say, what? Where? Oh, my head. Who are you? What do you want?
She says, Gorham, true to form, is Sergeant Hillary Gorham. Pleasure to meet you. Quite a pleasure. And says, anyway, Sergeant, um, we happen to have heard that you, um, know something interesting about some gold, right?
Gold? Yeah, I've heard of some gold. Oh, my head. Oh.
Is there anything that can be administered to him to, I mean, I'm not really an expert on like being hungover, but I mean, is there any kind of like treatment for that kind of thing, like for people to kind of get their ducks in a row
Well, we can
mentally?
go dunk his head in the toilet.
No.
That's
God
one of the
no.
quicker ways.
I'm
Elsewise,
I'm not gonna
almonds
give
and
him a
coffee.
swirly.
I think in my
Splash a little
medic
water in his
bag
face
I
more
got some
gently.
aspirin, right? I'll just give up some 2 Tylenols. Done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, like, otherwise, like, I've never done this myself. It's mainly just what I've heard because, well, I don't drink
Me neither.
anymore, and I never
Never
got
drunk at
drunk
all, but
I never drank to the point of being hungover. Um, but yeah, like, just coffee and like a really greasy breakfast is supposed to like help because it like lines your stomach.
well, right. Well,
But
anyway that yeah, he just gives him Tylenol, and so is he doing better?
yeah, he'll take the Tylenol. He'll kind of like look around this like space for like anything to drink, where it just like takes them, like just throws like just dry swallows them, and he's like, oh, oh, I'm 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 getting better. Just oh, you you want to know about the gold, correct?
Yes, sirree. Yepperoni. And she says, and if it helps that
Okay.
we're not part of the Jagged Sword, in case it, wasn't obvious.
Oh. I certainly hope not.
No, no, no. Army through and through. Well, minus the Dutch dude with the huge fucking machine gun and the drunken Polish guy. This is in reference to Martin and Arthur.
Yep. Great, that's good to know. Yeah, it's great big, massive cache of gold. Um, you know, big old crates, probably like 10 or so of them. And yeah, there was a group of us. We found them, but oh, the reason why I was drowning my sorrows, I'm the only one left. It's like they're, not the gold was cursed, but when we found that location, it got swarmed over by, no, jagged sword motherfuckers. Oh,
Um,
I don't know if that stuff's cursed, but who boy, I wouldn't go after it
God, he's saying,
again.
"Who boy?"
Didn't pay me
Yeah, he's
enough.
really under the spell of the Reynolds Brothers moonshine. God, what if Reynolds Brothers it's like some sort of like supervillain plot to as like a redneckification device as part of master plan to turn the whole world into rednecks and like make the whole world a giant trailer park.
I hadn't thought of it like that, but that's a fucking funny plan. But
But anyway,
yeah,
anyway,
yep.
yeah, Gorham says, so do you have a way out of here, or did you come here on foot?
I came here on foot. Um, but I think I still remember the location. I feel kind of stupid right now from all this booze, but I'm sure once I've gotten sobered up, I can probably point you in the right direction.
Well, I mean, in the meantime, we could you could ride with us, and then maybe once you've got your head screwed on straight, you can you could give us the last known location of that gold. Does that sound like a deal?
Yeah, I like that deal.
And then Gorham looks to everybody
Feels
else. Are you guys fine with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
all right.
Do you have any gear
Um,
that you need to bring with you, or like fetch, or are you ready to go now?
well, nature's calling a second, so I'll like get up and go do his business. So as he's leaving and going into the
Yeah,
bathroom,
that's actually a good point. If they got
every
multiple stalls, hang on. Oh, anyway.
yeah just have to go through the little door because I forgot to turn
I
off
was
the
I'm not gonna bother moving my token there, but it's obviously
yep
never pass up a chance to use an actual toilet.
yep. All right. So as you rejoin the others, Johnson is taking his sweet time because nature calls. I need everyone to give me a passive read, please.
Would I need to do it if I went to use the bathroom and like come out before him, or?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
What kind of roll?
Recon.
Yeah, it's a
Recon,
recon
you
roll that you
say?
can't push.
Does scout apply?
Yeah.
Man, that's a good
Yes.
fucking thing I took it.
Yeah, it will be a -2 penalty,
Oh
but
shit.
Scout will offset that. Because it
Well,
is kind of like loud and like thumping
does it
music in here.
completely offset it, or just bring it up to a -1?
It'll just bring it up to a -1.
All right.
Like that?
Is everyone
Ray
rolling?
sees everything.
Or like
Yeah, everyone will be rolling this.
Okay, so scout applies, but it's -2, which brings me down to D10, D10.
Jesus Christ.
I see everything.
I'll roll for for Arthur as well. Even though the fucking 3, Jesus, man.
Yeah, that's consistent with Arthur.
Yep. But yeah.
Mental
So
state and sobriety wise, he's probably not far off from Johnson.
but yeah. So basically what this is that Vincent, you'll kind of see this first, followed by Ray, then Gorham, and Travis. Basically, you hear kind of like kind of people, damn it, tokens in English. You hear like a commotion out on the dance floor, and as you turn to look and see what's causing the commotion, you see that there are several what look to be like gang members who have like started to like pour in and come in, and
Oh boy.
they are currently have their sights locked on the group.
On us?
Yes.
Do they? I mean, when you said the commotion, did they have like weapons out and were like shooting at these people, or did they just have guns out?
They just have guns out.
Okay. Um, I mean, if possible, Gorm's just gonna stroll up to them, kind of glance over at the bar to kind of look at this guy, and I mean, as she's walking forward, see, like, does the bartender that she was talking to kind of like look away from her, or look down in shame, or do anything else like questionable that kind of suggests that he tipped them off?
Um, he doesn't have like you don't get the feeling he's tipped them off. But you do notice that like as they advance closer and you get closer to them, the two bartenders will kind of hit the deck under the bar.
Oh, so they're more concerned about like a possible shootout than they are like, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Tells
I
me
guess,
that isn't all that rare here.
yeah. Gorham, greets them with the usual chesh to fellow survivors. What brings you onto the dance floor tonight? Or I guess this morning rather, because it's still like morning shift, right?
I'd say time's advanced a couple hours, so it's around noon.
Yeah.
This guy is in the sack before noon, and I just realized, so he's kind of pitiful. But yeah, one of the gang members, he'll kind of take front and center. He'll say, "This does not concern you, American. Leave now, before this situation escalates."
Gorham then sort of responds to that saying, well, with all due respect, we're not going anywhere. This, and you said before the situation escalates, but that is dependent entirely on your cooperation. So we can resolve this, settle this, peacefully, but that depends on if you are willing to, settle down and, talk this out. Why are you here, and what has you so high strung or wound up?
Excuse me. um, we have we have orders from our commander and the jagged sword, not the jagged crown. Jesus, good job, self. But yeah, we have our own orders. They're you know you know they they are just for us. They're not for you. So as I said, I suggest you and your group, you know, leave this place before you know we have to escalate things.
Didn't actually, hold on, didn't in the past, I think it was actually very recent when um, because when we went to pick up or it was Major Grant, right?
Captain. But yeah.
Captain. That town was under the control of the Jagged Sword, wasn't it? Or there were Jagged Sword people there? I'm pretty sure that was the case,
Yeah.
right?
There were a handful there,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I don't remember the officer's name. I'm not sure if we even got it, but like I mean, I'm sure out of like in character we did. So Gorham actually is going to say, by chance did those orders come from insert rank and name here? Because she says, you know, we are no enemies of your group. In fact, we have previously helped them by cooperating with, you know, again the name of the officer and the World Health Organization to help end a plague that is ravaging Poland. So, with that in mind, does that not indicate to you that we are not your enemy, and therefore there is no need to treat us as such?
I checked the notes. It was Officer Siano. Siano.
All right.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Okay. Well,
But,
either way, yeah,
yeah.
Gorham gives that name. So,
That name does not ring a bell for it. You know, the guy that you talked to, he was a member, but it's possible that, you know, because he's in
well,
like a
I
different
mean, I
town, you
don't
hasn't
expect
heard of him.
this guy to know every
Yeah.
single person in the hierarchy, but I mean, I was still trying the name and saying that. Well, actually, hold on. We got a line of communication with him, didn't we, or no?
I don't believe you
Because
did.
Gorham did try to kind of establish relations with him.
Yeah, I think you do have his contact information.
Yeah.
That
So,
rings
is
a
it a
bell.
case where we can call him up on on a radio or on a phone or something to get him on the line? Try to smooth this over and say like get him talking with one of his own allies and get that ally to say, hey, these people are cool. They helped us previously.
Yep. Let me take a look at the map real fast for.
I mean, chances are if this is in a town, it's probably got to have like a radio station or something, right? Like with like a long enough distance radio that it could receive signals from a distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Sure, we will reach out to this this person you claim to have
Well,
spoken to.
if I may, I was actually suggesting like calling him right now rather than the guy reaching out to him later.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a case of like getting him on the phone and having him speak to the leader of this like gang to vouch for us like here and now rather than the situation like escalate and it'd be kind of too little too late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a radio tower in Kepno, but it's still the thing of like it's not like instantaneous, so they can just call up because it had to like bounce between like another tower, basically, just because of like the distance between the two cities.
Oh. Well, I mean, does he at least say anything in response to the offer that, you know, like of what I said before that, you know, we did cooperate with the Jagged Sword, we did help, you know, bring because and actually we still would have had those written orders from Dr. Hake, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You were given
so
like a
yeah,
passport of sorts.
yeah, because Gorham wanted like to have like evidence to prove to this guy that we were work. So she pulls out the note that was written by Dr. Hake, you know, for the authorization of the Jagged Sword guy. So she pulls that out because, you know, I mean, I'm guessing maybe she still had it on in person. So that's another little bit of evidence saying, like, you know, hey, we're not enemies. So just settle down, kind of intent.
Okay. Yep, he'll walk over and take the documents and kind of step back to review them. Yep, he'll, like, look through them, like, thumb through them. Then he'll say, all right, looks like you're traveling, you know, they look legitimate, yes. You're, you know, um, so why are you in Kepno currently?
Well, we were on our way, because I mean, I'm obviously not mentioning the CIA, but we were on our way back from the meeting with Dr. Hake, who's mentioned in that their document. We were heading on our way, and we decided to stop in Kepno because it was close, and we heard about this fine establishment, and we figured we'd stop in and see what's up. Why are you here? Trying to kind of friendly turn it into a conversation rather than an interrogation.
Yep. We are, well, we are currently searching for a person of interest. Um, at this time, we're not, you know, we can't exactly share that information, but we are looking for an important person, and
I mean,
in a, yeah.
do you know, is it like a civilian or a Soviet soldier or somebody else? Like who? I mean, even if you don't have to say like the specific identity, like, you know, we've been here for a decent amount of time. Maybe we've seen that person pass through here.
hmm well, we do believe that he is American, but beyond that, all you really need to know now is that, like I said, this guy, he's an important person we're looking for, and that's just about as much as we can share.
Well, I mean, if I, knew a little more, we could help you. Maybe let you know where the guy was going, or if we'd seen him, or what have you. But I mean, if you're not willing to, meet me halfway, I mean, not really anything I can do to help. She's just kind of trying to sort of guilt bomb him into, feeling like he's wasting a possible chance to get what he wants.
hmm as you say that,
Your dog whines for the 100th time. Uh,
sorry, he's very vocal today. Um,
yeah, sorry if that was too blunt. I was just trying to make a joke.
yeah, no, it's fine.
Anyway,
um, but yeah, what he'll say is that it seems we're at an impasse. Um, I would suggest that you finish up whatever business you have here and head out as soon as possible. You know, you mentioned that you've dealt with the Jagged Sword. There are, members of my group that are less than willing to, you know, talk things out like this. Most of the other people that work this or work for this organization would have just opened fire as soon as they saw you. So, like I said, whatever you have to do here, get it done, get out of town. Or, you know,
and Gorham kind of does like the whole like
being
hands
here
on her
could end badly.
her hips, tilts her head. It's like, well, I don't really like your tone. We have a right to be here, same as you and the rest of these people. Like she's not really saying it like a an aggressive way, more like sort of like joking, but at the same time making her feelings of the subject very clear.
Yeah, I understand your point. I really do. However, this is a bad time we live in, and you seem like a nice person, and I'd hate for you to see you get hurt. So,
Um, I'm still kind of thinking the situation over, but I mean, do you guys have any suggestions of what Gorham could say to try to get these guys out of here, or at least get them.
Well, I thought that they were already willing to like not really fight.
Well, but the problem is that they're still willing to search this place, and fucking Johnson is on the can, so if we don't get these guys out of here, or at least cause some sort of distraction, they're going to find him and then probably kill him. So I'm just trying to think of something to
What
say
if
to.
what if Ray sneaks off and tries to pull the fire alarm or something?
Yeah, if you want to try to do that, go for it. Maybe bring somebody with you, so it just seems like two people. Like instead of one person sneaking off, it just seems like a group kind of moving off.
What role would that be? I mean, I'm not very good at it, but
Probably recon just to sneak away.
Yeah. If you're taking someone with you, I won't make you roll because you'll
Just look like a
just
group
be like,
heading out.
Yeah,
going.
I'll go with Ray. Come on, let's go.
Yep. So the fire alarm would probably be like over like this direction by the DJ booth.
Over what direction? Can you ping it? Like shift ping?
Yep. Like across the dance floor and toward like where you came into this bunker at.
So, where exactly? I'm sorry, I just don't want to see it. They had like a brief disconnect, so like foundry disconnect. So, oh, right
All
there.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, along
So
this
it's
wall.
up against the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah. So I'll
So
start
yeah,
making
feel
my
free to
way
move your
over there.
tokens over. Yep.
Sorry, keep pinging again.
It was right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
just chilling,
And
just
I'll
meandering around, going to the bar, get a drink. Oh, just lean up against the thing here.
Oops, I slipped and fell.
Did I do that?
Look, if this don't get him out of the building, at very least, I got about what is it? Yeah, I got about 73 rounds of .50 cal that can get him out of here.
Oh
But I'd
god.
rather not have to deploy that.
Yeah, neither does Gorham.
I don't feel like blowing a golf ball sized hole through the first man and out through the fucking wall of the place.
Probably nailing somebody on the adjacent building, but so does the fire alarm going off distract anybody?
Yeah, everyone will kind of like they'll look around like kind of confused before they start like they get up and start
Actually, you know what? Just hold on. You know what I thought of? Can we
heading out.
so this wall right here would be out of their line of sight, right? Or this window rather? Because there's this wall that blocks it, and these guys are facing Gorham.
Yeah.
Marty, do you want to fucking go open the window and then sort of sneak Johnson out the back window while this is going on? I think that'd be a good idea.
I think that's a great idea. Or we can use
Yep, and I will say hell.
we can use the bunker sweeper. In other words, the MG3 in my hand.
I'm thinking of in terms of this more like an audio thing, but I have a feeling like with so in the way I imagine the whole thing is like the fire alarm goes off, everybody looks, and then there's Ray over here who's just like, oops. And then
I do the point is like, was that me?
or no, you look over at Travis. Look what you did. Just put the blame on it. But yeah, so
did I do that?
yeah, so I guess between the distraction and the wall is is Johnson able to sneak out the window with Martin?
Yep.
Perfect.
Because when you're like starting to like move in, like he'll, you know,
Yeah.
he looks
And
very confused, but
And
he
make sure
will
you close
like
the
be
window behind you
being
so it
led
doesn't
by
look obvious
Martin.
that you fucking just jumped out the window. So,
Sounds like a plan. Here we
Um,
go.
why is he over here? He's supposed to be moving
Oh.
out the back,
All right. Yep.
and then
So
like
he'll.
Marty can just lead him around to where our vehicles are. So,
He's dragging Johnson around like Hicks. He's dragging Ripley around at the end of the movie. You know?
Isn't it more the other way around? Because Hex got fucking splashed with the acid, and then Ripley was having a.
No, before that. Before he got splashed.
When Newt got taken and Ripley was losing her shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I hear you, but we gotta go right now.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta go now. Oh god, I love Hex and Michael Biehn. So anyway, so yeah, and Gorham, I guess, does a pretty good job at feigning being like, "Well, wait, what the fuck?" In response to the fire alarm going off. So what she does is, kind of turning to look around, in terms of the confusion of not knowing what's going on, and noting that, Martin and Johnson have slipped away. Like when she has her back turned to these guys, she kind of smiles, and then, back to a confused face when she turns around. Is like, what in the hold on, and like kind of, grabs Vincent by the arm, sort of, and also ushers for Arthur to fall. It's like, hold on, yeah, you guys do whatever you need to do. And now that Johnson is out of reach, so she's seemingly complying with the leader's demands.
Yep.
And basically, in other words, like, well, now that the high value target is out, now you can search the place. So,
Yep.
she'll also
they'll,
pick up
like.
the the note from Dr. Hake, because
Yep.
I feel like that's a pretty good piece of leverage, or
Yeah.
not real leverage, but you know what I mean.
Yep. So they will, go to search that room. One of them will walk a little bit too close to the bear cage and kind of jump away when the bear tries to.
Winston
Like.
the bear goes, grr.
But yeah, you were able to safely get out of the club after, pulling the fire alarm, and you slowly drag Johnson back to the tragic school bus.
Gorham just offers Ray, like, not necessarily a high five, but like a low, like sort of like arm, like a low five kind of.
I don't accept anything but a high five. I'm not down for these low fives.
All right, fair enough. High five it is. She says and gives you a high five.
Trying to treat me dirty.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Well, so, and it is the case where like he can be safely loaded into like probably not the tank, because the tank's like full of fucking munitions, but like the Humvee, so where he's out of sight of. Better yet, also something that occurred to me. We happen to have what was it? Didn't we have like some like Soviet uniforms or something?
Yes, you
Like
did.
some. So what I'm thinking we do is give him like mismatched clothes, and then like a flak jacket. Well, a flak jacket partially for protection and then partially for concealment. And just basically try to kind of throw, like, if anybody is like looking in his general direction, that he doesn't look immediately apparent, because they're looking for like a U.S. soldier, but they're not probably looking for somebody who's like, in sort of more like the post-apocalyptic fashion season, find whatever fits kind of look.
Yeah.
So
I love how you phrased that.
so basically just get him set up with some more irregular kind of uniform, like like attire, so he just looks like a sort of like a generic survivor, kind of, putting on whatever fits and is comfortable and intact. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, you're able to do that.
all right, cool. So we get him into the car. I guess everybody piles out, and then the first thing fucking Gorham advocates for doing is driving the fuck out of the town, so that way the Jagged Sword don't really have a chance to catch up. Now, but before doing that, Gorham asks Johnson. She says, we got you out of there, but the price of admission is. Do you know the last known location of that gold? Like, what direction was it? North, south, etc.?
Let me think. It was north, way north.
How far north?
Weird names. Way up here in needs to know. Let me play a due to it. So you see where I'm hanging.
Yeah, I see that up there. I'll make a note on the map. There we go. X marks the spot.
Awesome, thank you. But yeah, up there in Niesno, or how you
All right.
pronounce it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Well, God, it's like, man, dude, you need to lay off the Reynolds brothers. But Gorham says, like, well, why don't we conclude, like, to everybody else, like, why don't we conclude business with the CIA and then go after that gold? Rather than, like, head all the way back to the bunker, we could just try to go get the gold. I mean, we don't have to, but, I mean, because we know where it is, but how long it'll be there is kind of up for debate.
How many other people know about it?
Yeah, good question. Did the Jagged Sword know about it, or was...
If well, we well, me and my group, they originally found it. We kind of went AWOL. I think I could say this safely without you trying to, you
Uh,
know,
well, I mean, I guess just in
turn
the
me
short term, I mean,
over.
yes or no, or do they know where it is? I don't want to be
Yeah,
rude, but we just need to
there.
make a decision now
Yeah,
before they catch up to us.
that's fine. Yeah, there's a group up there. Like from what we saw before we had to turn tail and run, I'd say around 20, 30 people.
Jesus. Well, they're heavily guarded. We're heavily armed, so I'm optimistic about our chances, and we have a tank. So, well, there's also the question of, like, do you want to travel with us, or would you rather go somewhere else to be dropped off and lay low?
I mean, you saw what I was doing, and I'm by myself. Kind of drink to kill the sorrows. So, yeah, if you got room in this here Humvee, I'm willing to come with you. Means better than being by myself and
Let's
having a
see. So
target
we've
on my
got,
back.
let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Was anybody else traveling with us in the Humvee? Because I mean, I've got Arizona Sunshine, Vincent, Arthur, and Henrik, so we could hold another, like, well, we could probably hold plenty of people if I'm being honest, but
Yeah, I think that's everyone who's with you currently.
all right.
The 6 players and the 1 NPC.
Yeah, because well, we got 3 players in the tank, 3 in the Humvee, and then one NPC. So yeah, we could definitely we have room for him. The question is, I mean, I guess we'll just ask it at the bunkers. I guess I'm wondering if Claver's going to stay around with us or if he's going to just stick at the bunker for the time being.
Mhm.
So, but we'll, I guess, cross that bridge when we get to. So, but I did want to go to the bunker first. So, how many more hexes of movement do we have this shift? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or actually, no, hold on. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd have another like 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5. So we could get to here.
Okay.
Then, do you guys want to just fucking gun it for the bunker and then rest in the bunker, or? So,
I'd be fine with that. Like, I mean, we're just trying to hide, right? Like, are we? I mean, the bunker seems fine if we're just trying to hide this Johnson guy.
well, the idea, I mean, in terms of the reason well, we're obviously heading to the bunker to, collect our payment for helping defuse the gas canisters, but also, I mean, yeah, to have somewhere to lay low for, well, like at least a brief period of time, and also not have to set up camp because it's already kind of an established safe house. So, um, yeah, so,
I mean,
well,
unless we want to not travel as far, right? Then I think the bunker's fine.
so we can go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we'll still get there like mid-evening shift. Like
Yep.
if we follow the road, yeah. So, okay. Well, we get there. I mean, well, I'm assuming we get there unobstructed.
Yeah. Yep. So it'll be about. Yep. Be about 4 p.m. when you get there in the evening. And I'll pull you all back
4
to
p.m.
the
is
CIA.
evening. Be an afternoon.
Yeah, so you got to Kepno around like 11 o'clock or in
Okay.
the morning.
So it's like 4 in the
And
afternoon.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll pull you to the CIA bunker now. And I'll put down
We already have our tokens.
yeah.
We got fucking Ray and Travis fucking when they were playing video games and
Are you gonna go play? Are you gonna set up the TV again to play video games, guys, or gonna be in the meeting?
I guess we'll have to be adults, right?
So they aren't using the console? Does that mean I can use it?
yeah, Gorm would say to them, it's like, I mean, if you guys want to just have some fun, go for it, but I get a turn when you're done.
If they ain't playing, I'm gonna go.
Okay, okay. um, it's down there. I don't know what you're doing in the garage, but
I don't know where the exit to this damn bunker is.
well, the fucking I mean, they set up the game system
Staircase.
they set up them in the kitchen.
Oh, got it.
That's where Ray's token was. They basically just set up a TV on top of one of the cafeteria tables and were fucking playing PlayStation.
Hell yeah.
Um, so, um, yeah, well, Gorham sort of once again sort of takes the lead in heading into the meeting and pretty much, I mean, instead of you know instead of like she pretty much just gives this kind of like joyful greeting, kind of like bombastic as always, and even opens with salutations. Um, says she like the doors like fly open, and she kind of like greets Agent Hendricks and everybody else, and says, "We are back from our mission."
I can see that. I take it you were successful.
And Gorm snaps her fingers like, "Yepperoni, um, we disarmed the canisters and made a very interesting discovery that I figured you should know about."
I see. Good,
Um,
interesting, or bad, interesting?
um, kind of a bit of both. Because so for context, so when we were on our way to disarm, or actually no, it wasn't to disarm the canister. It was we were going to. Well, I think the canister and the patient, were they in the same town or no? I can't remember.
The canisters were in a different area.
Oh,
The
she,
patient was just in.
okay. So, well, Gorm says like when we were going to, I mean, because you were aware of the whatchamacallit, the like the outbreak, right?
Yeah, we've heard of it.
So we took on a side gig to help Dr. I mean, what was her? I don't know what her first name was, but Dr. Hake, um, of the World Health Organization. We were here to help her try to find a treatment for the outbreak, and on our way there, we were approached by a group of refugees who actually shared a very interesting rumor, um, that namely a Black Hawk, an Army Black Hawk went down in, I don't remember what fucking town it was, out of character, and it had a briefcase in it that was related to Operation Reset. It also mentioned the location of several other canisters. Um, might have been CIA in origin, but either way, I felt like you were the person to bring it to. And Gorham, reaches into her backpack and pulls out the file and slides it across the table.
I see. Agent Hendrick, she'll, accept it, go through the pages, and she'll say, of, yeah, of course, there's more canisters. Why am I not surprised? Thank you for, finding this information and, you know, risking your lives. Because, well, the WHO is very hard to work with, from what I understand. And, we, if we hadn't lost contact with the other bunkers that are, been set up, this would be much easier to find all the canisters. This is great. But yeah, rest assured that we will be sending people out to deal with the other ones.
Sounds like a plan. Is there anything else we can help with? Perhaps for
Well,
mutual benefit?
we don't have any, big operations for you to help with us, right now. Again, we thank you for all the help all the help you provided and dealing with the three that you know, we knew about in our area. Um, Something that, just to be on the lookout for, not to, cause any panic. You remember the man that you brought here with you the first time you arrived
He
at
escaped,
this
didn't he?
bunker? Yes, he did.
How?
Well, he was supposed to be under armed, observation and escort. He well, managed to like save a piece of cutlery from when he ate dinner one night. And he saved a fork. He did not save the knife, oddly enough. And like she is deadly serious saying this. The GM is giggling because he stabbed several people with a fork on his way out
Oh,
to
damn it, I don't have
get
the.
free.
Hold on, where's that sound effect? I don't have it on my soundboard, but you know the one I'm thinking of.
Mhm. But yes, he was able to save a piece of cutlery from his dinner one night. He overwhelmed the guard in his cell, and he
Why was the guard in
injured.
his cell? Shouldn't he have been outside?
Like, he had gone back in to collect his dinner tray, and well, long story short, he injured several of my people here. He has escaped, and we are not fully sure where he is headed.
Is it a
So,
case like Kylo Ren searching for Palpatine in case he's searching for the ultimate evil sniper? Lord Simmons, you have summoned me.
um, I I suppose, yeah.
Oh God!
um, but yes, we're not sure where he is headed. So while you are out doing whatever you're doing, please be very, very careful. It would be it would be very bad to hear that any of you have been injured. Um, do you have any more questions about that? And like
Should
as she's
we?
explaining the situation, she looks generally like embarrassed and kind of like well, not really frightened, but definitely on edge from the butcher escaping.
Um, Gorham says, I mean, if we encounter him, would it be more beneficial to try to bring him into custody, or just kill him?
Well, ideally, we would like for you to capture him and bring him into custody. However, at this point, with how much destruction he has wrought, just kill him and, you know, not really save the body, but bring us back proof that he is dead at this point, because this is a very dangerous man who I'm sure is only going to be gunning more that he is always gunned after.
Well, hold on, gunning after who?
Like, he went after like officers from both like the NATO side and the enemy officers. And I can only imagine that he is going to be even more pissed, so he'll probably go after, you know, local leaders, mayors,
Yeah, because that worked out well for him the
and
first
just
time.
officers. Uh-huh. But yeah, if you have to, kill him and just send us proof that he's dead.
All right, well, I'll keep that in mind. I guess also probably send out like, well, I don't. Did Amber Alerts exist circa 2000? Because I was going to say that, Gorm, like the equivalent of that, like basically sending out like a sounding the alarm for the various contacts that we have, saying like, hey, there's this douchebag who is either going on or is about to be going on a killing spree. If you see somebody who matches his name description, kill him, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
And
saying like that's what Gorham at least
yeah.
plans to do.
Yeah. A little bit of sidebar thing for the Amber Alert because I was curious. They only began to be a thing in 1996 in the United States after a 9-year-old was abducted and she died before they could find her. So
Well, yeah, well, I meant like
tragic.
Amber. Well, I meant like Amber Alerts, like
Yeah.
those general, like those texts that you get, like, hey, a person is missing, or
Yeah.
hey, this emergency is going on, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
I know what you're talking about.
that's kind of reference I was trying to make.
Yep. It's all good.
So, all right, well, yeah. Gorham also, I guess, since somebody else has like, in terms of payment or compensation for our efforts, is there anything we could negotiate for, like, maybe more fuel?
Yeah, of course. How much fuel would you need?
I mean, how much do you think is fair? I mean, because at the very least, what Gorham is thinking, like, at the very least, enough fuel to get us from, because we want to go to Gniezno, and then preferably back to our home base. And it's kind of a lot of fuel. At the very least, enough fuel to get to Gniezno, but preferably enough to get us home. I personally, I mean, as a player, and then Gorham as a character, would kind of deem that fair or desirable
Yeah.
at the very least.
Okay. Let me look at the vehicles about how much they have.
They're currently capped
Yeah.
on fuel, like they're fully loaded, but I don't
Um.
know how much we could carry fuel in reserve.
Yep.
You can always carry jerry cans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll be giving you tons of jerry cans with full fuel. We can, as compensation, we can give you 200 liters of either, gasoline or diesel, whichever you need.
So it's one or the other, not both.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can always get say 100 gas and 100
You can
diesel.
split it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can split it.
I'm thinking, because we have, how the fuck much? 192 liters of gasoline, so I vote for putting all that 200 into the T-72. Like an extra 200 in reserve for that thing.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, the tank is kind of like the most powerful thing we have, right?
Right, and it's like the Humvee only consumes 3 things of gas per hex. We got 95 in the tank, and then another 192. So fuel for the Humvee is a non-issue. The tank is a different story. There's actually, hold on, the tank. So 12. What's 1200 divided by 24? Now I'm curious. Or yeah, we got 50 hexes with that thing, but I still would prefer more fuel.
Yep.
So, well, and Gorham is willing to settle for that.
Okay. Yeah, you'll receive the 200 and jerry.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make an item for that in whatchamacallit, in the tank. So we get 200. Okay, apparently it's too heavy for the tank. What the fuck? So I guess I'll put that in the Humvee then. Assuming that can carry it. I mean, we're going to be basically back to square one in terms of. Well, actually, hold on. Does the CIA have anything we could trade for, or like at least sell them stuff for?
Yeah. I'll set up the thing. Cause they'll have some equipment. Merchant.
Actually, something I'm thinking about. Is there any way we could arrange for the UAZ to drive up to meet us? Because like encumbrance in our vehicles has actually become kind of a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to. You can send a message out to them.
Okay. Do you guys want to do that?
Sure.
Because then we have another mobile inventory, and we don't currently have like a trailer, so they've probably all been taken by the Reynolds brothers. Establish a new redneck colony in newfound land. First colonization.
Oh
Um,
no.
so, okay. Is there any way the UAZ could be topped off?
Yeah, they're willing to top off the
All right,
UAZ
because
as well.
there's not that much fuel that needs to be topped off. It's just 47 out of 75. So, all right, I'll do that. Okay. So the liquor cabinet is now with us. But as for like a merchant, did you drop down a merchant actor? Okay.
Yep.
Let's see what we got
Here,
here.
I'll drag off the all the vehicles, so just
Okay.
they're on this like map, so you can
All right.
juggle the inventory.
Ooh, night vision goggles. Yeah, I think I'm going to pick some of those up. Don't ask how Gorm has it with a fucking face shield, but um, let's see. So it's 250. How much currency do we have? 430. So I'm gonna. What is 430 plus 45? Or actually, hold on. I need to do what is um. Fuck. So because I plan to sell a bunch of shit, but there are a couple things I want to buy. So 250 minus 45. I need 205. 205. 225. Okay. So where is it? Group loot. Fuck me, I didn't do that right. Actually, wait, fourth two or 205, I think. Then, or actually no, 225. Then and then where is vision? The fuck? Okay. I'm also gonna put my are we able to keep the I should ask this, like the protective like hazmat gear that we acquired?
Yeah, you're able to keep that.
Okay.
Get it like they can like sterilize it here
All right. I am going to
as
put it
well.
in the vehicle so it's not on my sheet and weighing me the fuck down. So mask on, rain gear on. Night vision goggles. Yippee. Anyway, so let's see what we have to sell. Sucks is that we have a lot of good. Actually, hold on. You know what we can do? Can we have the UAZ basically drive up and then drive back and drop off some stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that.
I mean, and it's not going to get like, attacked, is it?
No.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to drag the what is it? Let's see, electric guitar. Oh, does anybody have any particular desire to hold on to an electric guitar in our fucking Humvee?
Not
It's
particularly.
No.
it's weight 1 and doesn't have any kind of stat. But I mean, if you have the musician specialty, you can like make more like mechanical use of it. But yeah, so that obviously I'm leaving in the PlayStation and the TV because obviously. Um, let's see what else is there anything to do away with. I'll just in terms of the weapons, I mean, we got a bunch of like service revolvers, semi-auto shotguns, and all this other shit that I'm just going to add to our other vehicle. I definitely want to keep the AT4s and the grenades, but
Yeah. Something you could also do if you have like the excess weapons is you can break them down into
that is
like weapon
true.
parts.
We do have, apparently we don't have spare weapon. Actually, no, we do. It's at the top of the list. So we have 18 spare weapon parts. So I'm just going to get rid of that, get rid of that, add these. Okay, so all the weapons have been minus the AT4s and the frag grenades are in the UAZ. Black jackets, I feel like we could scrap them for general parts, but we've already got 11. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna just move all those into our into the UAZ. I'll basically just make a stack in total of 6 because we've got 1 in the UAZ and then 5 in the tragic school bus. And I mean, everybody's already got armor. So actually, hold on, does everybody have a plate vest? Because I saw there was 1 in the merchant.
I don't have a plate vest, but honestly, I don't even really want one. It weighs so much.
Okay. Yeah, and you're not really in a situation where you need it, so.
Right.
Let's see.
I think I've got one. I bought one last time.
I think yeah, it was
And
either
was-
it's either you bought
I'm-
one or Gorm bought one for you, one of the two.
Yeah, I'm confused. It could very well have been the other game. Nope, I've got Blaze Fest. There it is.
Yep. Let's see what else. Tears at my soul to do so, but I think I'm gonna put the javelin missiles in the UAZ because it's weight 32, and I haven't even fired a single shot from the missiles I'm carrying. Which I've got fucking 4 of them.
Mhm.
So I'll leave 1 in the thing just or like actually here's what I'll do. I'll move the stack into the UAZ and then I'll buy the single one from the fucking thing. Or I guess I'm not going to because I don't have the money for it, but actually how much is this worth? That's barely anything. Fuck that. So in that case I will go instead of all 8, I will do 6 and 2. So 6 of those. The character sheets don't have an option to like filter by stuff. Like you can't click on weight and have it, show things in order of how much it weighs.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'm thinking split the field rations because we've got 55 of them. Like split half a stack and then we have it in reserve. Especially because we might find more. or get domestic food if we're in like an actual emergency.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, again, I'm running it by the group, so. So we have 6 PCs, so well, I just need to do another little calculation. So I think I'll put 25 in the 25 field rations in the UAZ, because then that's 30 left, and that's like 6 days of food for each PC, or we have to start sorting what's on our sheets. So 20, so we're down from 55 to 30, and then I'll put 25 in the UAZ.
You're just managing like all of this stuff.
Yes. I'm having to do all the work here. That's why I keep asking people, you know, you think we should do this? Do you think we should do that?
I don't know. I don't really feel strongly about it. It's like,
Well,
I don't
I
think
mean,
Just
the whole
inventory
reason
management at the moment.
the whole reason I'm doing that is because the Humvee and the tank are basically completely full on storage space, and we're in a situation where we have a chance to kind of offload some of that. Let's see what else. Definitely want to keep the fuel for both vehicles in. You know, spare parts. And I'll keep those just in case. Yeah, I've done everything that, I mean, I at least think would make sense, but if anybody else wants to make or suggest any changes, then obviously feel free to speak up.
I got nothing to offer.
Alright.
I'm happy with it.
Hold on, I'm just gonna check the liquor cabinet and make sure there's nothing that would actually be useful to bring with us while it's here.
More moonshine.
Yeah, there was I mean, a former player, I mean, he actually did buy some Reynolds Brothers. It's still in the liquor cabinet.
RB moonshine.
So, well, there's nothing else I can think of, so, I mean, I/Gorm content for the, UAZ to begin the long haul back to the base.
Yep.
Stick.
All right. So I would say that that will have taken a couple days, just so it like got here and then goes back.
I mean, couldn't we have arranged for it to, you know, meet us here?
That's true. Yeah.
Like, as we're
So,
heading
yeah,
from Kepno, that, I mean, it obviously won't get here like right when we do, but it's not like we get here and then we're waiting for several days for it to arrive.
yeah. Yep. So it's just 1 day has passed then. I'm fine with that.
Alright.
So, yep. All right. So inventory management, you've restocked, refueled, and I will pull you back to the map. You're going to be headed up to Nisno. Pronunciation. How you pronounce it?
Ugh.
We'll have to Google it. But yeah. So you've all like for this day, because you'll eat before you leave in the morning. You've rested.
I mean,
Rested
are
up.
they going to give us rations here, like complimentary around the house, food and
Yeah,
water?
they'll feed you.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you guys can get on the road up to Nisno. Okay. All right. I need a driving roll for each of the vehicles and a recon roll for whoever is keeping watch, please.
Right.
Recon.
And drive and roll watch is going to fucking initially do blanks and then.
Oh, well, can't push it, but I got a success. Eesh. Poor roll.
Actually, Vincent, you have a night vision scope on your sniper rifle. Never mind.
I do indeed.
Oh shit.
I failed.
Oh dear. Okay.
Well, the
Need
tank
to
has a
find
mishap.
Yep. Mm, Travel, driving mishaps. Okay. So it's like the Trudge school bus is like leading, right? This little
Yes.
convoy. Okay. So that's
Ted,
ooh,
what is it?
interesting. A roadblock.
Is it like a physical, like a tree in the road, or is it like a enemy convoy or something? Not really convoy, but you know what I mean.
There's a tree in the road.
Oh,
Like, yeah, so this would hold up both um vehicles, unfortunately.
yeah, technically.
Yep. So go ahead and move I'd say move 5 hexes on the map. Because you do get like part of the way before you get stopped in this.
That actually begs the question. I mean, obviously we get to this crossroad, and like, do you guys want to go on the left road or the right road? Because as far as we know, I mean, do we know if there's still Soviets there? I mean, we know Lesno is fucking irradiated ghost town, but
Well, it's contaminated with the
yeah, I meant like it was the
Yep, I got you. I know, but you saw a little bit of like Soviet presence,
okay.
but they didn't like they weren't hostile.
Why don't we just? Well, wait, like as in we've been there before. I can't remember.
I believe you drove through there on your way to Calais to like
Yeah,
get rid to.
that makes sense. Well, actually,
Yep.
no. We went this way because we went up to Lesno, and then we were going up and
Oh
around.
right.
So we have not been there before.
Yep.
Um,
But yeah, you would have been told while you're in Calais that there are like a few pockets of the Third Guard
okay.
still in
Um,
Crow K Town. There
Rotalston,
we go. Yep.
Rotalston. Um, well, we could do that, or we could just fucking. Well, no, if we go off road, then we're gonna have to roll driving again. So, fuck. Do you guys want to just drive through Lesno?
Let's just go.
I'm good
Leroy
with it.
Jenkinson.
Okay. So, hold on. We went. So it was 1, 2, 3. We're here. So Emily, if we go off road to here, does the driving mishap happen here, or is it a separate roll?
Yeah, if you're gonna like cut across
I think
to like
yeah.
there, yeah, it will happen in the off-road hex where
Okay.
you get like
Get slowed down.
bogged down basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like here or over here?
I'll say up here, just around that hex.
All right.
And yeah, there are some fallen trees that have like
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
stopped
We
your
did just
progress.
fucking drive off road. So, um, okay. So does that mean we actually have to get out and clear them, or do we find another way around?
Yep. You can either clear them, which takes a shift, or you have to go in another hex to avoid it.
Why don't we just go right? Honestly.
Excuse me.
I just wanted to avoid Lesno and the Soviets, so I'm in favor of just going right.
Okay.
So
If that is the calmest and easiest.
yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're here. So we get another. How many
4.
hexes? 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get to here. Now it's the start of the afternoon shift. Yes.
Yes.
Also, did Vincent see anything while he was keeping watch?
Yes. He would have. Okay. So as like we get toward the end of the morning shift and as you finish up traveling, make sure I put that right. So you're approaching. Let me double check. So you'd be going top them from bottom map up. Okay. Okay. Let me put down your guys' tokens. Excuse me again. Okay, I'll pull you here. So the party is currently down here. And what you will see as you are look it up about right here
Oh
when you see
fuck.
it. Yeah, you see a Soviet camp. Yeah, it'll be right there. I'm like camping in the trees. So far, because you did spot it beforehand, they have not seen you.
Are we able to spend an extra hex movement to just drive the fuck around it?
Yes. Just note that down when you're taking off like fuel
Yeah,
from
well, we'll have to calculate fuel once we're fucking done with all this.
We can go
Okay.
maybe south around this hill here to our east.
Yeah. Let's check the world map. So, if we we avoid the ambush. No, actually, that begs the question: does it take fuel, time, or both to take a detour?
It will just take extra fuel because
Okay.
this happens during this like morning till noon shift, like
Okay.
after you bypass the roadblock and then you just went on. This is like the encounter for that travel
Right.
period.
So hold on. Before we get any further, I'm going to calculate the fuel right quick. So, let's see. So, uh, Zmigrol something. I can't see because the CIA bunker is logos over the
Oh,
town. I don't know what the fuck it is.
sorry about that. I need to shrink that.
Yeah, because
Um,
it's obscuring whatever the fuck the Zmigrod. Yeah, now you can move it back. I just wanted to see what that meant.
okay.
And I'll just get
Yeah,
rid of the X that I drew. What are you doing with that square?
I accidentally drew it and I'm trying to delete it because I was just trying to
Yeah.
because I was gonna shrink the CIA bunker thing,
Yeah.
but
Anyway, so hold on. We were McGraw, Ruiz. Let's see. So that's 3 on road. You put the bunker was right here. Oh.
yep.
Um.
There we go.
So
Much more
so 3.
smaller
So
tag.
3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on road, and then 1 off road. So for the Humvee, that would be, so hold on. So an off road is just double, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's so the double one off road that brings us down from 95 to 89, and then the 8 times 3 is 24, so 8 times 3, or actually no, it's 89 minus, fucking shit. 89 minus 24 is 65. 65, so we're down to about a third on the Humvee, or down by about a third on the Humvee, and then for the tank, is somebody else keeping track of the tank, or am I going to have to do that myself? Because basically we went 1 hex off-road and 8 on-road. So the off-road one is one thing, a doubled fuel, and then the on-road is just standard.
You give me a sec, I can do the math if you tell
Alright.
me what it is.
Well, it's basically 24 times 8, and then that plus 48. With the 48 being like the one off-road hex that we went, and then the 24 times 8 is basically however many tiles we went on-road to get where we are right now.
Let me just do the math.
And I already subtracted it from the tragic school bus.
240.
240 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so... And then whatever 1200 minus 240 is, and then just change that to the current fuel thing.
That'd be 960.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me note that in the tank. How do I change it?
So if you look at fuel capacity 1200 out of 1200, change the first one
Oh,
to
yeah, yeah.
960 out of 1200.
I was trying
Okay.
to edit that little bar. Yeah, there we go.
No worries. Okay, well, yeah, so the tank, pretty fuel conservative compared to how much fuel we use in the tragic school bus, shockingly enough. So, all right, well, I guess then if we're still following the road, do we need to do another driving roll or no?
Nah, I won't make you do another driving
Okay,
roll.
so let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a very interesting intersection. So I guess 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're getting here, and it's basically about the end of the afternoon shift. And so 8. So we went 8 tiles on road. So what in the fuck is? Well, 8 times 3, that's 24 again. So 65 minus 20. Oops, not 42. 24 is 41. So Ray, that's another 8 times 24 to subtract from the Lone Star.
Lone Star.
192.
Okay.
Have you calculated the fuel? Like, subtracted it and stuff?
I did, but I guess it's still working on it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, one detail that I'll give you, because after like I finish like wrapping up like the encounter that you went around, will end for today. But something that you hear, like as you take a detour around this place, like the camp the Soviet camp that you found. You hear basically the like horribly like loud from like a jet plane that like went over the camp.
Oh shit.
And yep. And when you're seeing this basically as you're like passing and going around it, is that this plane basically dropped a missile on this camp and just destroyed it. Like the tents and tank and all got wiped off the map.
Damn.
Yep.
We got fucking lucky
Everyone.
because we have a T-72 of our own, so
Yes, everyone can make me a recon roll to see if you can recognize what this plane was that went over.
I can hazard a guess and say it's probably not a Soviet plane.
You'd be correct, yes.
So I'll just roll recon. Is this scout apply or no?
It's just like a basic recon.
Alright. Is it pushable? I mean, not that that's really necessary. That 5 and 10 was mine, by the way. I see everybody basically had the thing selected.
Yep.
I got 3 successes.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, so you got enough successes that basically all of you recognize the sound as encounter card here. The plane was an A10 Thunderbolt 2,
Holy
aka an
fuck.
A10 Warhawk. Yeah. And
Yeah, that one! Yeah, that one! I don't know how that was so fucking accurate. What the fuck were you doing?
It's just I know how to make that sound. All I did was blow into the microphone and did woo-woo. Like seriously, that's all
But yeah, this was.
I promise to God, that's the only thing I did. I can't help that it just sounds that accurate.
Kudos, man. But yeah, you all recognize as the sound of an A10 Warthog, basically dropped a missile on it. So did a little bit of a bombing run to wipe out this Soviet camp. So with that encounter and with Marty's great
Is it possible to scrap
impression.
that stuff? Is there anything to salvage in that camp?
Yes, you will be able to salvage stuff.
Okay, we can
Wait, what did this plane do? It went down?
fucking eviscerated every.
Yeah, it carpet bombed him and strafed him, and
There's only one thing that an A10 does.
It did A10 things. Got it.
Yes.
But yeah, you are able to go back and scrap that area later. But
So
yeah,
I'm
for
gonna
now.
mark that on the mark it on
Yep,
the map. At
feel
least
free
with just
to.
a simple X, and it was right here.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, on that kind of really awesome note of watching a fucking carpet bombing, that's where we'll end today's session.
And also last second, Joe, with Gorham riding with Vincent and whoever else, and then there's the signature A10 noise, just for a joke. She cups her mouth and says, "Excuse me."
Yeah. Sorry.
Because we all know the nickname for
Yeah.
what the A10 Warthog's signature sound is. So.
Bert.
No, I wasn't talking about that. They called it freedom fart.
Oh.
I've never heard of that.
That's the first I've heard of that. That's kind of funny.
We do not all know what they call it.
Oh, well, apparently you do now. So.
I have learned.
Well, it's specifically I mean, obviously there's the Bert of the main gun firing, but then after that there's so.
And then after you hear after that you hear the impact of the bullet and
Yes. A10s are very interesting planes in terms of the noises they make, but anyway.
Yeah, the more you know, thing that was used to be on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep.
we'll yeah, we'll do XP. All right. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Did you participate in the game session? Yes, all of you did. Did you follow your moral code during the session?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like the moral code was like we didn't really have to make any moral choices, really.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what your moral code is, because like mine, is be a paragon of positivity and kill them with kindness. But if that's not an option, buckshot, bumper, and/or missiles will do just fine. So that was my plan B. But my first plan worked when it came to dealing with those guys. Kill them with kindness. So I mean, that's why I counted mine. But again, that varies highly depending on what your moral code is and what you're doing. So
Yeah, I mean, mine is tries to see the best in people, but I guess like I helped rescue the guy who those other dudes were gonna kill without having a conflict. So
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you risk or sacrifice something significant to realize your
Yeah, work towards
big
my big
dream,
dream,
or
make the
did you
world
work
great again.
toward realizing
Yep,
your
make
big
the world
dream?
great again.
I don't think I sacrificed anything.
Okay. Any more questions about big dream? Okay. Did you make a significant discovery or revelation? Uh, a couple, yes. So everyone will get that. You learn the location of the gold and that the butcher of Khalees has escaped custody. Okay. Did you perform a successful action with what was related to your expertise?
Yes, as a
Yes.
driver.
Okay. I know, Vincent, you made a recon roll, so it'd be yes for you as well.
Yep.
Then, Marty, your character is a gunner, heavy weapons dude. And then Ramba is the medic. So I don't believe you two made any
That's fine.
rolls. Yep.
Well, I have a feeling once we go up against a fucking entire brigade of, uh, poles, that they'll probably change.
Yep. Definitely.
Not
Okay.
really a brigade,
Uh,
but definitely a large unit. But
mhm. Did you travel through at least one hex in the travel
yes,
map? Yes. Multiple. So everyone will get that one. Uh, so did you overcome one or more dangerous events using violent or non-violent means?
yes.
Yeah. Everyone will get that one as well. Because you avoided conflict and the joy of misdirection and dragging around a an alcohol stupid NPC.
It's basically like NPC version of Arthur, just hauling him around. It's just the difference is that Arthur can sometimes stand, and this guy couldn't.
Yep. Did you risk your life for the PC who was your buddy?
Yeah, I don't really think I went like out of my way for Vincent, but if he disagrees, then speak up.
There was never risking lives, so
Yep. Okay. Did you make significant progress towards or complete your group's current objective?
Yes.
Yes. You've both completed the objective and then made pretty decent progress toward getting to an Genozo for the gold. So everyone will get that one as a yes. Did you take a life-threatening critical injury and recover from it?
No.
Nope. No one has been injured.
I got 9. And I'm assuming 6 DP.
Nice. Yes.
So I just made a note of that on my sheet.
I have 8.
I was also going to ask Emily. So, and I'm not really saying this to get like some sort of like cheeky advantage, but this is a genuine question. Like in terms of Gorham, I have established before that in multiple games, as a matter of fact, that Gorham, her grandmother is Polish and taught her Polish. Is that something that like background wise would get me linguist for Polish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
I would also say that because like you've all been in the country for probably like a year or more at this point. So even without that background, just because you're in like the language, like basic and you've been kind of like, like learning it as you go.
All right.
Like I would say if anyone wants to, they can learn Polish, like linguist specialty in using Polish if you would want to. But, you also don't have to if you don't want
I mean,
to
I just
because
wanted it because it's part of my backstory.
yeah, I get you.
So, all right, added that. So yeah, I got 17 XP. I'm not sure what to do with. Probably just save it for the time being because I had 33 before.
Cool. But yeah, that is that is the session for today. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Absolutely.
Again, I apologize for keep having to like delay sessions, but hopefully that will not happen, in the near future. But again, if it does, I'll just reach out to you guys and just
Right.
reschedule it. But yeah, I hope, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Um, hopefully the encounter in Genozo will be very interesting because it will, hopefully bring back some combat because I know like we haven't done that in at least a handful of sessions now. But yeah, it'll be interesting. The next time we play, I will be running Fallout. And with that game, we'll slowly be going toward the ending of it, and after that, we'll be picking up with Cyberpunk Red. That'll be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to it.
Cool.
All right. See ya.
See ya, Ramba.
Yep. See